Hey guys, I want to do a little reading for this morning before I go out to the gym, and I think I just want to get a little reading and talk about how can we stay aligned right now. How can we stay aligned right now? And I feel like that's going to mean different things for different people, but I love this. I actually have this tattoo. So I feel like we are moving through so much big change right now, but I know let me rephrase that. We're moving through such big change right now, but it's important for us to know that we are protected, that we are guided through this transition, that we are held in this transition, that it's a sacred movement from one state to another. I think a lot of people might be going through some dark night of the soul. You might be experiencing, I want to get more tarot. I just want to do tarot. Oracle, because I have to go soon. You might be experiencing a dark night of the soul, and this might be your first, this might be your fifth, I don't know. A time where you are moving from one state of being to another state of being so fully and completely that there's this period of not even knowing who you are. You may be unaware of what your interests are, what your likes, dislikes, what you're here for, what you're moving towards. It may be easy to lose sight of what's moving you. This is just like my little buddy now in the reading. Yeah, it can be a tough period, but this is also a part of our normal journeys, our cycles as a human being. Through the process of our lives, we die and are born again over and over and over and over again. And a secret card in the back. The Duke of Shadows was behind this card, so again, I feel like you guys might be, some people might really be going through that dark night. Go fish. But like I said, we are guided. Right now, you are encouraged, you are supported, held throughout this transition. It is safe for you to trust that this process is happening for a reason and that you will get to the other side of this process. So in trusting the movement of this, you have this beautiful period of stillness, of the in-between one phase and another phase, where you're not quite this old version, but you're also not fully the new version yet. There's this in-between creation period, this culmination period, and it poses an opportunity for you to ask the universe for something that you want, or plant the seed of your true desires in this space, this in-between space of stillness, of not being full. You're full of this identity or full of this identity. And when you're shifting out of this and becoming this, it feels like you're not either of them. You're just in this in-between. And it's a beautiful opportunity to ask for what you want, to call in what you want, to align with what is true for you, to decide for yourself. This is the deciding for yourself of like, okay, So I'm not quite this and I'm not quite that, and it feels a little bit off balance sometimes, but taking this as an opportunity to say, okay, let me play in here. Let me play in this space. What would feel right for me right now? What do I want? Start asking yourself, what do you want? I think that's a freedom question for you here, actually. Yeah, that's a freedom question for you here. What do you want? Not what is possible, not what is coming. What do you want? That feels empty. That feels open and expansive, and that's it. That was the message there. So, no more to add to that. Let's just get another follow-up. Really helping us align. What can they do to align in this collective reading? How do we stay centered and aligned through this movement, through this transition, through discovering what it is that we want? The beauty way, compassionate self-awareness. This card is so pretty. Oh my gosh. So it's an opportunity for you to notice the little things in life. Notice the beautiful things around you in your world during this period of somewhat slow. It may feel chaotic, actually. There's like a busyness, in the change. But there will be times when you will come into your center. Instead of realizing like you're being hurtled through space in this transition, moved through time, you'll find yourself in the center. And it's almost like the world is spinning around you, but I am secure, I am safe, I am here. And in that slow motion, slowed down stillness, you'll have an opportunity to come to the present moment. And within that moment, there's so much life all around you and also within you. And this is your opportunity to anchor that beauty all around you, that stillness, that presence deep into your core, almost as an anchor, almost as a magnetic anchor that will pull you back to the present moment, back to a lens of awe, a lens of beauty, and a lens of softness towards yourself, and recognizing that this is a transition period, keeping that in mind, not being so hard on yourself if you're not here or there. If you don't know, you slip back into the old and then you go back into the new, and it's a back and forth. And this is asking you to have compassion for yourself in the way I have to sneeze. Have compassion for yourself in the way you're moving through this journey, and come back to your center and your ability to create a beautiful self. This is also in this shadow, in this perhaps dark night experience. You have an opportunity to recreate yourself. You're recreating yourself right now, and recognize that that's no small feat, that you are doing the unavoidable work, but doing it conscious. Not everybody does it consciously, right? We all go through changes. We all have periods of disillusion, where we're not sure who we are, where we're losing our identity and becoming someone new. But not everybody does it consciously. But you are conscious in this transition. And so take this opportunity to come back to that center of conscious creator, that knowing that you have not only do you have the ability, it's coming from you. You are creating this, whether conscious or unconscious, and that's the point. This is your opportunity to recognize your power in this, your position in this. This is all about the universe telling you, like, hey, it's all you right now. What do you want? Like, what do you want to create? And this is inviting you to remember to create beautiful things. And so in the question of how do we stay aligned, how do you come back to that alignment? Because it can be hard when you're emerging into this new self and moments where you're not quite there. I'm exhausted. I can't do it. Whatever it is, remember to come back home to yourself, back to your power, back to, I am creating this. I can do this. Where do I have the energy to start right now? How do I expand just a little bit to see something beautiful, to notice the birds outside, to notice the gray sky, the blue sky, to notice, the ground underneath me, however big or small. Allow the things that you can recognize outside of yourself to soften your experience inside and to quiet your whatever level of chaos may be going on when you're feeling off balanced or off center, and allow that to remind you that beauty is you, that it also exists within you, and that you can move from that anchored place of grace, of ease, of beauty, and of conscious creation to not only create more beautiful experiences for yourself, but show up to start emerging more authentically as the part of you that is anchored in that space. I think that's it for right now. That was a very quickie. Okay. Finger guns.